Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. A new TG SYNCHRO monster was revealed earlier today, finally, and I think we can definitely expect more, right? This new level 5 TG monster is actually quite good. It gives you, at least, you know, it's like a TG Wonder Magician being a Synchro Tuner level 5, and it can also be, at least, it's pretty much has the same effect that you can Synchro Summon during your opponent's turn. It can get back something from your graveyard being a TG monster, again, very good, extending your plays, right? It's pretty much an extender, and its last effect, it lets you special summon a TG monster from your hand. So again, perfect extender. Not really sure if I want to add more than one in the extra deck, but I've made some small changes, well, some big changes actually, to the deck that I posted, or at least compared to the list I posted up 2 days ago with, you know, the new TG level 1 monster that was revealed back then. Since I've added in Tengu, Reborn Tengu, good old Reborn Tengu from Tengu Plant Format, and Red Resonator. Reason being is Needle Fiber. I think you can't really run this particular deck without Fiber. Fiber does so much for the deck. I don't really want to drop the Warrior Engine, as in Malicious Armageddonite, for the most obvious reasons. That particular combo hasn't changed. I'll again show it just in case, but the biggest reason why I added in Tengu, Reborn Tengu, Glow Up Bulb as well, but adding in Bulb might force you to add in Link Rebo in the extra deck as well, as again, if you happen to draw your Glow Up Bulb, you can just normal summon Bulb, Link Summon for Link Rebo, Reborn Bulb, and, you know, go for Fiber, and that's already like a 1-card Trident launch your TG Link. Anyway, this is the current build, 42 cards. I definitely want to drop it down to 40, but then again, well, or at least you are main decking, or at least this particular list is main decking still the level 1 tuner, the Warrior Tuner, by the way, and it's not really a card you want to draw, right? But yeah, anyway, let's hop into the first tool. So again, going first, and this is one of the reasons why I still prefer, or this is why I like running Red Resonator here in the deck. It's basically just a tuner on your side of the field, right? Going first, it can be important with Reborn Tengu. The fact that at least I dislike this, well, this is an okay combo. I mean, ending with Fiber and both TG Hyper Librarian, but this is not really a TG-oriented combo, right? Well, unless... well, you can't really count in Hyper Librarian, but there's an extension on this particular combo that I will show off in a couple of moments. But again, you had the option to go for the level 12 Synchro play, but as you saw in the extra deck, I'm not running any of them. Well, you can definitely do that, but not really sure if I want to. I mean, you have, what is it called, the Cosmic Blazer one? And of course, you definitely have other options for the level 12 Synchro spot. I think you might want to run one, depending on, you know, which one you like, but again, not really sure. I think there, in most situations, it's just better to leave one of your Librarians on the field, and then, here in this case, go for the level 7 Synchro play with your Formula Synchron and have like a negation. Here in this case, it's the FA card, Dawn Dragster, I believe, negate a spell from your opponent. So again, I think that's better compared to going for the level 12 Synchro that can potentially block your extra monster zone. And you're sacrificing your Librarians on your side of the field. Well, anyway, TG Blade Blaster, the level 10, I think it's needed. It's not really the best card, but again, because you're using Trident Launcher, it forces you, or at least it restricts you from only being able to special summon or summon TG monsters for the rest of the turn. And maybe you want to have some attacking power, so running the level 10 Blade Blaster, I believe the name is, I think you have to do that. This is the extension of the combo that I showed out earlier, so having a level 2 tuner on the field, that can be Red Resonator, that can be TG Striker, for example, or basically any tuner, right? And Reborn Tengu, and of course Reborn Tengu will use your regular normal summon. This will have this particular setup, this we already know, but the extender and the extra card needed is TG Warwolf. Again, Warwolf will special summon itself during your opponent's turn because of Formula Synchron, providing another level 3 body on your side of the field. So again, a level 5 Synchro play, but basically giving you extra draws off of TG, at least of both copies of TG Hyper Librarian. And these aren't really like empty draws, since you're running multiple hand traps. as well as some Ghost Ogre Impermanence, which of course can't be activated if you control your lovely monster lineup. But you know what I mean, right? Drawing those hand traps can definitely even be important, and at least ending this particular shenanigans with like a level 7 synchro play, for example, is definitely very solid. Or in this case, a level 10 synchro play going for Stardust Warrior, I believe the name is basically a Thunder King. It's definitely very solid. Star Guardian again, very solid, being a level 5 synchro, can special summon a striker directly from your hand. I think I got it back from my graveyard thanks to the new level 5 TG monster, so solid support. I hope we can expect more TG synchros again, extending your plays, your combos, and using your, what is it called, the level 4, the Debris Dragon for TGs. It's the water type, you know which one I mean, right? Also has that great effect of giving your TG monsters either an extra level or take one level away, so again boosting up possible level 6 or level 4 TG plays or synchros, right? And then, you know, expecting more TG synchros from that particular or specific level. Anyway, basic combo. Having Armageddonite, well, combo, it's just normal summon Armageddonite, malicious, you know, Isolde opening up those extra monster plays, and yeah, this particular, at least that's what I like about it, right? Isolde opens up those 2 spaces, it lets you keep your Needle Fiber and lets you use it during your opponent's turn, again, gaining those extra draws, I believe, you know, 5 in total, I believe the most is 7. Unless I'm making a miscalculation, right? Anyway, playing against Salamangreat, Great, they also got new support, but I'm not sure about it. I don't really like it. It's cool. They got like a fusion spell card, basically a super polymerization, but they need more. And definitely, yeah, they definitely need more. Well, anyway, this should be game. Yep, indeed. And last example again, the opponent starts off. This was a strange duel, as you see, only running 14 cards in my extra deck, and you'll see which card that I'm missing in the extra deck. But anyway, that's definitely a solid start to my opponent searching the, what is it called, like the quote, well, it's basically a Maxi, right? Special summoning a TG Striker, I think was a mistake. Should have kept it in my hand because we knew he had a Feather Storm. It's Feather Storm. Yeah, indeed, Feather Storm. Again, basically a Maxi, but it did have a second copy. So yeah, the TG Striker will not... well, its effect will be negated during the end phase again. He does go for the, what's it called, Tomahawk shenanigans, but his field is not that strong. He'll end with Phoenix and Firewall Dragon, but even though that's not really that strong, Firewall is a problem, as you will see in a couple of moments, so I have to play around the Firewall and the potential set, which we know is an Impermanence, so draw into road, I search the one of Armageddonite, which will be negated by the Impermanence, and Soul Charge will be a lovely follow-up play, right? But again, my thought process here was, okay, I have to force out the Firewall first, and I can do that with Unicorn, so again, Unicorn forcing out the Firewall Dragon and making sure that I have at least one TG Tuner still on the field to follow my follow up my Unicorn play with a Trident Launcher, but as you saw, nope, no Unicorn in the extra deck, so yeah, at this point I was like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. The Boral Sword will just get bounced back, right? Well, not really sure if he had to use his Firewall Dragon. Again, no battle phase, so didn't really matter that much. So yeah, and at this point I already knew, I was like, well, what are my outs against the Boral Sword? Not really that much. Maybe I should adjust again my extra deck for that, or maybe some main deck answers for Boral Sword. Ghost Ogre might be an option, right? But yeah, Unicorn, again, now it's in the extra deck, but Unicorn is definitely one of those cards, right? I can still sack my way out of this if I draw into Impermanence negating Boral Sword's attack boosting effect, but nope, no Impermanence, and next turn he will just attack for a game, right? So the new TG the new TG monster, the new SYNCHRO monster, fantastic support, and I think we can definitely expect more TG synchros. I'm looking at maybe level 6, maybe level 7, level 8 other TG synchros, right? Again, extending your combo, since that's definitely that's what the deck is supposed to do. Again, Fiber, such a crucial card. I don't really like it that much, but again, it's needed. Fiber does so much for the deck. Immediately going for your launcher, right? So Again, I'm not really a huge fan of this, but I think it's again a necessary evil for this particular deck. So again, like always, feel free to leave suggestions. I definitely want to cut down the deck to 40 cards, might adding in like a level 12 synchro monster to my extra deck, but like always, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks so much, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.